In this video we're comparing the brand new Nike Pegasus 37 to the Nike React Miler. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Fordy Runs. Now if this is your first time at Fordy Runs, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things, including a link to both of these shoes, which we're going to talk about today, which is the Nike Pegasus 37 and the Nike React Miler. So let's get stuck in. Right guys, so here they are, the Nike Pegasus 37 and the React Miler. Now if you go onto the Nike website right now, both of these shoes are on there. And if like me, you go on there and go, right, I need a neutral running shoe, daily training shoe as well. I need some React foam. Well, both of them on appearance do exactly the same thing. But this is £105, this is £115. So which one do you choose? Well, today we're going to find out. Before we get into that, let's talk about some of the stats, the features, as always. So let's start with the new kid, the Pegasus 37. Now, like I said a second ago, this is £105 here in the UK. You've got this full-length React foam going through the midsole now. You've got the Zoom units. The Zoom airbags have been chucked to the front of the shoe. It's no longer full length. And the bag now has been made to 10mm in thickness, and that's up from 4mm in the 36. And they've tuned it with 15 psi of air for the women and 20, that little bit more for the men, providing the women a slightly softer ride. 10.5 ounces, and it's got a 10mm drop. Right, the Miler. The Miler also has React foam in it, full length React foam. This is again a versatile neutral daily trainer. You have mild stability in it with the heel counter and what looks like a medial post, and we'll come on to that. You've got a very simple mesh upper on it. It is a little bit fatter at 11.5 ounces, 10mm drop, £115. Okay, so firstly, the comparisons. Now actually, you know what, let's talk about the ride. The ride on this, on the Pegasus 37, is cool. I really like it. You get that React foam, you get that cushioned yet responsive sort of, what's the way to describe it? Yeah, that sort of a movement actually is probably a good way to describe it. Sort of, it just takes you down and takes you up, but without too much drama, and that's what I like about the React. Yeah, movement's a great word. But also with the new Zoom units at the front, you then get like a little pop off your toe. So as soon as you move through it, you get like a off of it, and that's a great feeling, and that's a massive improvement over the 36, I would say. They've really done well with that. You can feel it, it does feel great. React foam is awesome, as I say, because it is so cushioned but responsive. But combine that with the Zoom units down the front, it is a real nice sort of springy ride once you get up onto that sort of Zoom unit. Now the React foam in this, you don't have the Zoom units in it, you just have the load of React foam. So you're getting that soft and sort of responsive ride, and it just feels a little bit more straight. Like with this shoe, you sort of, like I said, you go down and you go up. This you sort of go down and go up. Does that make any sense? Probably not, right? But it just, again, it's nice and cushioned, it's nice and responsive, but you don't get that additional pop like you do in the Pegasus. What you do get though with this, as I said a minute ago, is you get this like mild stability, which they've sort of nicked from the Infinity. And they've taken it over, so you get that sort of heel counter. They've tried to help you with a bit of stability. You've got this what looks like a medial post here, so it's like a harder bit of foam in there, again to try and support you a little bit. And the overall feel, despite it being heavy, I really like. Now, this is the most interesting thing. Well, for me, because I'm a geek. But look at the whips. I'm going to get out of the way. Look how wide that toe box is, and look how narrow that is. And this is a theme that they're doing with the Pegasus at the moment. They seem to really have narrowed that up. Even the 36 was narrow, but this really does feel narrow. Okay, these are new relative to this. You know, we've done a few runs in these, and they are going to stretch and they are going to bed in, okay? But it was noticeably narrower than even the 36. So what I would say to you as a sight of caution is, if you have a wide foot, just make sure you try these on and play with them for a bit before you purchase them. For me, as a slightly wider foot, this fit perfect. Look how much wider that is. It doesn't look as good as this, I'll give you that, but it is wider, and I found this one more comfortable. I'm not saying this is a terrible shoe, because this is an awesome shoe. But for me, and this is going to be really controversial, I actually prefer the Miler, even though it's heavy and it's probably boring, but as a daily training shoe with a wider foot, for me it's this one. If you have a, let's say, a normal foot, you're going to love this one. So I've not helped, but what I would say is at 100 and, well, you can get that under £100 now, but let's say they're sort of evenly matched price wise. If you've got a slightly wider foot, I would really look at the Miler. It's not as bad a shoe as you think. The Nike Pegasus 37 is an awesome shoe. It's definitely got the better ride out of the two, but it is narrower. So that's the conclusion, guys. I hope that helps. Probably not, but that's it from me. I'll catch you later.